Alright, so I took a brief break. I did manage to get past these guys. And I just wanted to stop for a little bit just to sort of collect myself a bit. Honestly, that was the hardest encounter in the game so far. Basically because they're just so beefed up and they do so much damage to you compared to pretty much everything else out there. I will say that that was actually pretty challenging to have to defeat them in such a manner. You could probably just run past them, honestly, but I didn't, for better or for worse. But anyway, I wonder what this next area is going to be, and which one of the next beasts or the 7 deadly sins we're looking for.
I doubt this is a viable path at the moment.
Okay. We got a Vulgrim location. So let's see. Do I have anything to break apart? Nope. You sell anything good?
What would this? As you wait, take your time.
There's a bunch of shards. Yeah, it seems like it's pretty straightforward what he sells.
As you would. Farewell for now.
So where am I supposed to go then? I guess this is not what I'm supposed to do. So maybe I went the wrong way, period. Yeah, maybe all that struggle was for nothing. That wasn't even the right way to go. Alright, well, I'll actually follow the quest marker now. Yeah, it's back this way. Never mind. So all that hard work and struggle for enemies I wasn't even supposed to beat yet. No wonder they're hitting so hard and they're doing so much damage and they took so much to kill. I figured this game was just going to kind of ramp up, you know, like, oh, it's kind of a Souls game. It's I guess that's what we're calling it, Soulsborne. Oh, please tell me they didn't respawn. They might have been actually in a good position. Okay, no, they didn't. So I wonder what else is over here, then. I don't know if you can get up there. Have I been over here? I don't think so. That's exactly why it's worth a look. Shouldn't this, like, lead back to, like, the maker place or something? No, I haven't been here at all. That wasn't too bad. I guess I was supposed to come here a while ago. Oh, shit. I forgot about that. Did I not kill him? I guess I didn't. Yo, I'm ready to clock out already. I just started this session. Yeah, I just survived that. Like, you took that one extra hit before dying. I really walked into that. Well, I deserve that. Nice. That hits from behind. Okay. Shit. Oh, what I wouldn't give to not have to deal with that with holding L1. That would make my life so much easier to quickly toggle between all this stuff. Because now I do not have that healing charge again. Yeah, so I guess later I get the ability to break this whenever I want. And that's going to open up a couple new abilities and areas. Instead of having to have bugs do it for me. Yeah, because I don't have healing items to spare anymore like I used to. Okay, so this isn't it. Oh, I'm just supposed to burn this. I'm over here exploring and going to all these different places. It is literally just this straightforward. Okay. What the fuck? Well, first of all, the enemies are literally causing the game to slow down. It's that bad. Holy shit. Look, I don't mind invisible enemies, but the game is literally slowing down. Forget even trying to fight them. So this is one of those games, I don't even know if it's worth getting on PC, because it might not even run any better on PC. I guess I'd have to glide over there. Okay, and I'd have to use this to ascend. Not getting any favors done. I have no clue what that is. Okay, if I go down there, I almost want to heal ahead of time. I didn't even dodge that properly. That one is the most confusing attack because he delays the shit out of it. Now that I have him one-on-one, it's not that bad. It seems like the further and further I go into the game, the more enemies delay their attacks. Just to make you dodge early and bait it out. I'm not doing too decent of a job against that. Why did I... I'm having a rough day. Let's just say that. Let's leave it at that and that alone. I guess that purple thing you can use for something later. The frame rate in this area is positively awful, though. You're in full chug mode. Holy shit! Okay. Now, I'm okay with the... I'm okay with the game on some level up to this. This is bad, because this is like... You can't even really see shit. You're supposed to react to it. Nope. That was coming. Not that slick. Holy shit, man. At least get the game working a little bit decent. This is basic PS4. Oh, here we go. More invisible enemies. Anyone ever heard of the game Enemy Zero? Come on, target him. Thank you. Oh, he breaks it when he goes invisible. Well, that's nice. We got some Dark Templar over here. You know, ironically, Enemy Zero is a great idea. I just think it came too early. It sounds really interesting. Yeah, he wasn't that difficult at all. Angelic Artifact. I think maybe more attack power for my next level. Oh, that's it. Okay. I guess the whole point of that was so you could get the drop on him, kinda. Oh no, wait. Here we go. Okay, no whip. No whip. Maybe I have to go really high up? No whip. So, I mean, obviously it's a whip point. It's something you're supposed to swing from. But it's like it doesn't register from over here. I'm giving it a full jump. Okay, maybe you have to supercharge it. No, that didn't work. This is quite something, I'll say that. Thank you. I fucked it up. I have the worst luck, honestly. So this particular whip point you have to basically be super close to in order to swing, but there's plenty of other ones where that's not the case. There we go. No whip. I don't know. I feel like the whip mechanic is the worst part of this game. Because it never really lets you know half the time when you can actually swing to something. Like there isn't, like there's supposed to be a little icon and it just does not appear. It's supposed to be like a little grappling point circle. And I guess these particular points want to be really finicky about whether or not they want to register or not. Because sometimes it's really simple and it's easy. It's like this one you basically have to be 2 feet away from. You can't get it from, like, just jumping from that place back there. You have to actually, like, pretty much jump to it. Whereas the other ones, you could just do whatever. There it is. It's not there for the second one. Oh boy, well, this will be a fun endeavor. And I have done consecutive swings. I did a lot of them on the first try because those worked really well. This just kind of doesn't. I don't know if it's just this area is really glitchy and just kind of sucks. I mean, I could just tell from looking at it. It doesn't maintain a stable frame rate, which is pretty bad. Wow. But that's, I can't go anywhere anyway. Looks like I need to make like a piece of tree actually fall over. But in terms of just trying to get over there, that was a nightmare. What? See him. So it's basically like a hell demon took over an angel, pretty much. And has the ability to like teleport and use certain things. Now those enemies seem like they should be really difficult, but they're not. There's a lot of enemies in this game that seem like they should be really difficult, but they're really not. And a lot of enemies that seem like they should be normal enemies, and they're like way stronger. Make sure there's no insects in those things anymore. I'm tired of getting surprised by those fuckers. And oh, I stepped through him. Nice. knew it was gonna happen too. It's become a common thing. Oh, well, that time I wasn't so lucky. Just sucks. There's no way to really like influence how often an enemy can drop a Nephilim recharge. Where's it? Okay, I gotta grab him, take him out here.
What do you want?
Another human.
Oh, must I?
It's good that the makers are trying to save at least a couple humans. Now, who knows? The end of the game could be they all get slaughtered anyway, except for Ulthane. But, I mean, it's possible, right? Oh. Wait, what happened to the bug? What? The bug's gone. I look away for 2 seconds and the bug is dead. I think the bug glitched out because they didn't respawn a new one. Well, this area has been a delight, by the way. I'd just like to point that one out. Yeah, this game has some tech issues. It's unfortunate. It has some tech issues. It might have length issues. I can see why this game got lackluster review scores.
We agree.
Uh-oh. The church is where we'll probably find, like, lust.
Something about this place.
Ah, you wish to repent for your sins.
I will not waver to cleave the Watcher head from your Watcher body.
Less sarcasm. Noted, mistress.
Shield your eyes!
It was the light of heaven.
What is that?
Well,
Yeah.
well. Imagine my disappointment. To think that this is the best the Council has to offer. Of the fabled Four Horsemen, they send the lowliest, the most pathetic of all.
Pride, charming.
Oh, she's Pride?
I've come for you.
That's amazing.
Oh, really? As if you'd know what to do with me if you could have me.
Literally too
Please.
proud to be hit.
Spare me.
Are you not one of the great seven deadly? Fight me instead of cowering, you pompous, pathetic
Your
excuse!
taunts are a waste of breath, horseman. No more an annoyance than the buzzing of a fly. Beneath my notice, like everything else in the Creator's grand experiment, even the greatest treasures of heaven and hell pale beneath my light. Scurry back to the hole you were born from. Perhaps when I am the only sin
Okay,
left
so
of
basically
sad
she's the last
rock,
one we fight.
You will be worthy of an audience with me.
When I'm done, there will be no sins left standing.
So you say. Considering your current state, I find it highly unlikely that we'll ever meet again. But by the rare chance you do earn my favor, find me in Ares.
No
Though
clue where that
I
is.
highly doubt a creature such as yourself would be welcome in a place so refined. I encourage you to surprise me, horseman. Until that time,
Jesus. Well, at least we know Pride is not playing around.
What an insufferable creature.
Okay. Guess this is Ares, so we don't need to go there yet.
I will never understand their attachment to such things.
Mistress.
They cling so desperately to this iconography. The symbolism of heaven and hell.
They...
Humanity. For thousands of years, they held the fruit of creation in their hands, but ignored it to squabble over totems and fables. Whatever the Creator saw in them.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know. It'd be nice if he could elaborate on a lot of this stupidity. Oh, how much of this did I burn? Especially since now we're kind of mentioning the Creator more and more. It's at least a little interesting because that's kind of been the thing with Darksiders 2 is that they talked a little bit about it. But here it's kind of like the primary role is like finding the balance between order and chaos. But really, like, not much has come from it. Seems like everything's kind of doomed. Because hell pretty much wins this fight. Oh shit, what did I do? I just need like a place with like some low-level enemies to just kind of be able to easily like farm. Well, that's not a low-level enemy. It's about as far from one as possible. I almost don't care if he kills me because I kind of need the fucking health back. Got it. Okay, well, I used the healing. Oh well. It's probably worth it. But yeah, I mean, I guess I don't think my opinion on a lot of things about this game are going to change unless this game, like, randomly, completely shifts gears. I think that's a little bit unfortunate. I think the biggest problem is that it doesn't really perform too well from a tech point. A lot of the systems are inferior to the previous games, and they charged it, you know, at $60, which is the same price as Darksiders 1 when it was new and Darksiders 2 when it was new. And I just think that doubling down on $60 like that is not a good idea. Because I don't think this game is worth $60. I mean, it just doesn't perform at a level that I would consider for $60. But, yeah.
Yes, we're going down there. See? An outpost of the angels.
But that isn't our exact mission.
It became our mission when I found my horse skewered by angel spears.
So where was her horse that they were able to skewer it? Where do the horsemen horses reside before that? I just thought they kind of summoned them and they come and go as they please. I guess not, because then again, Ruin was captured and was being ridden by someone else. I think Death is the only horseman that we know of to maintain its ridership the whole time.
Don't know how to make an exit. Literally.
I think the whole hollow system isn't bad. It just could be better. It could be implemented in a nicer way. Because, like, having to toggle it off in the middle of combat is too clunky. Hold L1 while trying to hold L2 to target. While preparing to dodge at all times. It's a little bit too weird. Like, I'm not saying every single dodge of mine is perfect. But it is a very weird thing to try to manage that. And like, while I do like that it adds platforming abilities, I think that this whole L1 to change system is just awful. Oh, fuck. Look at all this. Multiple archers. Okay. Nice, they gave me back all my charges. I couldn't hate him after that. Heal. Because if you remember in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like, enemies have unblockable attacks that are like their main attacks. And the one thing I said is that it's nice that you can kind of interrupt them. Like, they can interrupt you, right? So you can interrupt them back. You can't really do that in this game. It's like, it's random based on, like, when your whip hits, and I guess there's, like, an invisible threshold for you to stagger them. Oh, shit. Here's another big guy. It's kind of the same ordeal here. Oh, shit. I thought it was actually done. I would rather them have a better, like a guaranteed chance to get back some health after so many enemies, though. Because, like, I get it, it's like Estus flasks, but, you know, you did kind of have more Estus flasks, you know, in Dark Souls. Like, even by this point.
Mistress, you seem distracted.
We fought in our time by a great many things. Our mission, our gifts, and our solitude. So long. I cannot even remember. Rampage was my only companion.
Mistress,
Forget it. The horseman is not defined by the horse.
Look in the title, I guess. Pretty sure I'm not the only one thinking that, but she's not. I get what she means. It's bad. Right? These are pretty much unchanged from Darksiders 1. Yeah, the hover puzzles. You know, something's gonna burst out of one of those. What is this? I guess you can't do anything to these? It's red. I guess that it just doesn't mean anything. Okay. Apparently you could do some kind of like wall run ability to get up here. Alright, well I am going the right way. I mean, I don't necessarily think that the open world component was like super amazing and necessary.
what is that?
Oh, fuck.
Probably something new to kill.
It's like a mushroom. No, it looks peaceful.
Lands. Oh, they're adorable. In what realm is this?
What? Oh, I picked up the wrong controller. I have two PS4 controllers for my room. It's,
That's an
I always get them confused and mixed up. So I guess we hit it and it moves.
Nothing in this world is innocent.
Sure, Fury. If you insist. Basically, it's a platform. So I'm sure later there'll be, like, puzzles where we gotta probably, like, hit them into place.
At least your adorable monster served a purpose.
harsh, even for you, mistress.
Nice. Could not move out the way of that at all. Even that time I wanted to dodge left. I'm really beginning to wonder what these things are. I guess the purple things are going to be something we use in a minute here. Oh, fuck. Fucked up. Fucking up too much. I need to get my healing back. At least my healing is still on point. Like, there just doesn't seem to be enough, like, small enemies to kind of, like, farm out to get healing. It seems like you're kind of screwed in most cases if you don't have enough healing. That's what I mean. It's like it's almost worth it to just find a Vulgrim spot, go die, and then you respawn and you get all your healing back. I think later on that's pretty much going to be the only way to do it. You know, when you have like 5, 6, 7 of these healing items. Or I guess charges, I should say. Because it's better to use these, because if you die you get them all back, as opposed to like a normal healing item. The undying thing lasts forever, though, it seems, which is nice. Like, to not lose it on something dumb. The Bonelands as a returning area.
What would you... This will be fun for both of us.
Beat him. I forget, what were the Bonelands before? Were those the wastes? Like the desert wastes? Let me do this.
Do make sure they...
We'll do... break all these. 400, 800... 13,000 souls.
What would you... This, as you
Let me make sure there's nothing I can buy here. We already have angelic artifacts. Ultimate should be augment a weapon enhancement. Yeah, but I have no enhancements. +3 lurchers when breaking objects with this weapon. Are these enhancements, I guess? 10% wrath reward from wrath lurchers. I guess, so we'll buy this. Yeah, this is a weapon enhancement. Okay, a socketed enhancement will confer an active benefit to the weapon and a passive benefit to Fury. 10% chance weapon, or +5% chance weapon spawns wrath when killing an enemy. I think the rest I'll just put towards leveling.
This will be fun.
At least that had a purpose, you know what I mean? I think I'm just short, aren't I? That's painful. Let's sell something. If I can. Yeah, I can't. I don't have enough. I'm getting that level up one way or another. I don't care what I have to do.
What would you ask? Please take your time.
Okay, Maker's Forge. Yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of bad because I know that they kind of worked their asses off for this, especially considering they pretty much were just dumped with like the trademark and the IP and nothing else. But it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, I get that the spirit of the game is in the good place. I get that the love and care and respect for the franchise and the people who made it is there, but this is one of those cases where just acknowledging that isn't good enough, unfortunately. Like, there's a lot of things just from a gameplay standpoint that within like an hour of me playing, I was like, yeah, this could have been done better. This could have had a better utilization.
It warms me to see you again,
Could have been handled a bit better.
What do you need, horse?
There you go, upgrade enhancement.
Let's see what I can do for you.
Health regenerated per minute. Okay. Unfocused Leviathan and Junk Leviathan. Okay. Essence of a Chosen. Looks like you have to do both, so let's upgrade this once.
Possible, but now.
Enhance. Let's do another one.
What
Now I need 5 more angelic artifacts to be able to raise it again. Yeah, angelic. Looks like I locked this out, which is fine. I'd rather have this, to be truthful. Like, it becomes balanced. Oh, it fully upgrades anyway. Okay.
Interesting. Aiming to lay down a mighty hard tower.
Yes.
I didn't think it was possible. But
So
now,
plus 6. Now we need 2 pieces of adamantine.
Take care.
Which kind of all works out. Put this on. So every minute I get 45 health back, which will at least be decent. I can just stand around and kind of auto heal now. I guess, if you really want to do that. I kind of forget if there was something down here I could do something with. I feel like there was, right? And I never got up there. Let's take a minute here to re-explore at least some of the overworld over here. I feel like this game is doing awfully now in terms of performance. Oh, nice. Well, go back up. It looks like a quarter life for making a mistake from platforming. It's ridiculous. Nice! Oh my god, this game is... I'm gonna reboot it in a minute. I'm gonna restart it. It is chugging the fuck along. And it wasn't doing this like an hour ago. This is all new. Oh, that was a beautiful kill. He didn't die? Okay. I see, my health slowly ticks up. I don't just get a lump sum every minute. I get replenished based on how much time it's been. Okay, now I have enough. Did I break any of my clumps apart? Maybe I didn't. No, I did. So this... Do I just hover? Yes. This is the part I like about these open world games, is that you can come back later and like explore all these new environments. Oh shit. Like, I do know I need to start upgrading my arcane so my wrath attack does so much more. But to be fair, it's not like I'm really using my wrath attack half the time. It takes forever to build to it, and even when I do, it doesn't really reward me with anything. It does a little bit of damage. Oh, shit. Fuck, I can't even target him. I really wish... Like, this is the one game I wish you had a gun in. Because if you had a gun, you could, like, disrupt their camo or some shit. It just makes Fury feel like the most infuriating horseman to try to play as. Oh, I'm lucky he whiffed that, because I was not going to interrupt him. Okay. There's another angel. Corrupted angel, I guess. He stepped right by me. Okay, yeah, I gotta fucking reboot this game, because this is unacceptable now. It was okay before. This went from, like, decent to completely unacceptable in the last, like, 5 minutes. I don't know if it's just now it's noticeable because we're getting to all these big open areas, but this is just no good. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Now I understand why they all want wings so badly. A glorious.
What the? Hello? What the hell? It blew out my desktop audio. What? Hold on. Okay, just as a test, I'm gonna play a soundboard clip. Yeah, did that come out on the recording? So my computer still works. It blew out my PlayStation's audio. This game, it does. Yeah, I can't hear anything from my PlayStation. Hold on, let me reboot, deactivate, and reactivate my OBS or my Elgato. No, I think it's a PlayStation error, right? Because if I don't know if I could turn on my Switch or not, and to test it, but yeah, you could hear it. It's fucking. It fucked up. It fucked up real bad. Well, this is nice. So I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This time, it's not me making a mistake in editing or recording. The game legitimately just fucked up. The audio completely wrecked my PlayStation. So I'm going to have to quit in a minute here. And reload. I've never had this happen on my PlayStation 4. I've had a couple weird things happen. One of which was from Final Fantasy 14. Nothing like this. This is next level. Like, just bad. Five's a crowd. They needed more time for this game, I feel. More time to figure stuff out. The shade enhancement. Which is nice that I just spent money on an enhancement. Need to take the demonic path on another one, I guess. See, I don't know if I quit the game right now, if it'll save where I am, and I have to redo everything. So at the next autosave point, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how this game's save system works. What it does look like is that this place is open world, so I can kind of freely go wherever I want and wherever I please. I don't know why I didn't dodge that. I'm just kind of bopping people right now. Okay, do that. Not that this is a particularly good ultimate at all, as you can see. Can I even move? Oh my god, okay. Well, see, I know it's going to make me replay all this, too. That's the worst part. This game will autosave every time you use an item, so you can't reload a checkpoint to get an item back, but it's not going to save where I am right now because the game fucked up. So I'm hoping that there's a Vulgrim spot, like, right around this corner so I can stop. Very exciting, I can assure you. No, fuck, it's just more enemies. Well, I mean, they're called video games, not sound games. I think now there's no better time to do this, honestly. Yeah, I would have been mobbed over here if I decided not to. Good lord. To think it fucked with my PlayStation, though. That's what really kind of gets me. Right? Like, think about how bad it has to be of a fuck-up for it to, like, actually take away the console's ability to output audio. Just imagine that. Well, all this effort for a sliver of adamantine? No way, there's gotta be more. Yeah, but I need something else to get up here. Alright, well, I might as well just quit. I gotta completely shut off my PlayStation and reboot it, which is fantastic, I assure you. So let me close this. Oh, you can't, can I even mute this? There you go. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna close application. Oh, now the sound came back. Okay, I even have to turn on my PlayStation So Darksiders 3 legit overloaded my PlayStation sound capabilities. I have never had that happen in all the 5 years of me owning a PlayStation 4. I remember I've had the console lock up. I think once I had to unplug it from the wall, but that's pretty much it. I don't know, Jack. I mean, this game isn't so bad I can't finish it, but I feel like what could have been a really interesting game is marred by, like, weird gameplay decisions and just a lack of technological know-how. And, like, I love THQ for doing what they did, but I can't, like, you know, pass this game on the same level as some other stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a huge fan of Darksiders, I love it, but I gotta love it enough to be critical of it. I'm not gonna shill a game I know is not that great. I'm not saying that this game is totally not worth playing ever, but I could understand why someone wouldn't want to pay $60 for this. It's, you know, and it's on a different level. Like Colonial Marines, I could tell why someone wouldn't want to pay $60 just from looking at like the intro cutscene. This took like a couple hours, you know what I mean? DMC, I could see why someone wouldn't want to play it, especially if they were a fan. Because I was actually going over some of my older verdicts. I was re-downloading them to archive them. But it appears to be a short game. It definitely shows that it has a lot of technological problems. Oh, nice. Nice checkpoint. Okay, that's good. And now we're good. But you can clearly tell something's missing. And it needed a little bit extra TLC. Stuck. I can't get off. Yeah, no, the frame rate is still pretty bad. Nothing changed that. This is a good place to get some souls back. Isn't there a Vulgrim spot around here somewhere? I only just did all this today. Yeah, so down here. I don't know what this one's called, though.
Good eating. This will be fun.
Enough souls.
As you wish. Take your time. As you wish. Farewell.
As you wish. Let's do more health. Arcane damage reduction and more arcane damage with this weapon. Yeah, just put it on for the passive, I guess.
For now. Good eating. This, as you take your time.
Unfocus rage. Yeah, you get with this one you get plus 10% wrath reward from lurchers, which is okay, I guess.
As you would.
Let's just get out of here.
Please take
The
your
bone
time.
lens. Alright. Just gotta go back, I guess. We'll just keep going with the story. Maybe, I don't know, maybe later we'll get like a completely different world and the game is like trying to hold out on you so you don't think like, oh, there's more to it. Maybe they're trying to bait me into it, but I don't know. I'm not going to say they're doing like 9th degree underwater backgammon. Because it really kind of isn't that intricately well crafted if that's the case.